last weekend, me and Carmageddon went to the drive-in and we watched Sausage Party. The
This
biggest
already
fuck-fest
sounds...
animation I've ever seen. Although, I'm not even gonna lie. One of the best animated movies I've seen in the past couple years. It was hilarious. First off, I will note, there were children there. Hilarious.
Who the fuck brought their kids to see this movie?
The same dumbasses that brought them to watch Deadpool.
I don't know, though. There's a whole different breed of people in Mars Hill. Like...
Yeah. So... So...
You consider them a breed? More like inbred.
It was...
Yeah, no shit.
It came from the mind of Seth Rogen, and I can't... Who helped him with that?
I cannot remember the guy's name, but he's written and directed with Seth quite a few times. I think on Superbad.
Franco?
No, it wasn't Franco.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think he's the same guy that helped him work on Superbad.
But, yeah, so it came from his mind, and he's the main wiener in the movie.
That's the awesome hearing that come from a lesbian. He's the main wiener.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. It's just awesome to hear you say it.
Okay. He's joined with Kristen Wiig, who plays a bun.
She's quite the religious bun at that.
She is very religious bun. They basically, the whole purpose of this is that they start off thinking that people are gods that take them to this great beyond and they live their lives happily, only to be horribly wrong. And God, it just throws curveballs at you from the get-go.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it's also a very smart movie. It might not seem like that. It seems like it is very crude, out there, fucked up humor, like if you play Cards Against Humanity type humor. But at the same time, it's very smart, and it starts peppering in messages. I will say it got a little too preachy, a little bit, and I don't like that in a lot of my movies. But it is a very smart movie with its humor, even though it seems crude, and I love that.
Yeah, that's... You will see Nazi mustard. One of my favorites. Hilarious.
They stole our joke, damn it.
Oh,
gay fruit, obviously.
Oh, they did that one thing that you liked really well.
I like the Twinkies.
Which one? Which one?
Where they did
the West Side Story fight. Yeah, that's
where they started to rumble.
Awful.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The snapping. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're walking up to the douche.
There's a lesbian taco for everybody's information.
Oh yeah, and she gets her bun.
Yes, I promise.
And her wiener too.
I know, that's so funny.
Dude, I don't want to spoil the ending, but yeah, that taco bun.
Yeah, don't talk about the ending, because
that ending. No, we cannot say anything because I'm not even gonna lie. That ending we saw right when that started. We saw like 3 cars leave. It's like, oh, they have children.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was the fucking part. Not the part with the bath salts where they show you how to use them.
Yeah.
Or the cussing or blood and guts and murder.
I will not, I am not lying. There is full instructions on how to melt and take bath salts with a needle. Like, what?
And what really strikes me
at least this movie tries to educate.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but he had the MapQuest instructions of how to use bath salts that were given to him by the guy he bought the bath salts from, and he's reading them like an instruction book. I'm like,
hey, if you live in the day and age you can look anything up on your phone, why not? At least make sure you don't. At least be safer with the way you try to kill yourself with drugs. I mean, come on. PSA.
But I mean, still, but in no way, shape, or form did they say bath salts will kill you or make you eat someone's face off.
They will make you see talking inanimate objects that will then try to kill you.
They didn't.
Actually,
technically, he didn't try. They didn't kill him. It was an accident.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of actually. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. True. And I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, this movie is. It's amazing because it is a. So for some people, will see this movie, and without a second glance, say, "Oh, it's just crude, stupid humor, like South Park, this and that, Beavis and Butthead, or like Cards Against Humanity." But it's actually very cleverly done humor, very smart at the way it picks at religion, at the way it picks at creed, race, every type of political ideology out there, and tries to show you your own hypocrisy while at the same time making you see the other side of things, which I thought was brilliant in the way they handled it. And at the same time, there is a little truth to stereotypes, and it's funny to see played out, and we should all have a sense of humor about it. And this movie was, I loved it. I thought it was an amazing film. The animation could have been done better, I will be honest. I'll be the little critic filmmaker for a second. But at the same time, I love the way it is. It's charming that the animation is not on par with all the other stuff. It kind of has its own character and flavor to it because of that. And, dude, this is so unique. And the way they took the stereotypes, too, and gave them their own little feel. Like, come on, man, the Nazi mustard. The way they did that was hilarious. The Jewish bagel, come on, he was one of my favorites. And, dude, it was fucking Edward Norton playing the Jewish bagel. I did not know that till after the movie.
Blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like, it was I mean, in all honesty, for really incredibly crude humor, and even though it kind of sends, like, this subliminal, like, this message of, whatever, I still think it was a very funny, hilarious movie.
Oh, hell yes.
I will give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I might not go as high as 8 because I had to come from the film critics' view. I gotta be unbiased, even though I love this movie. I think it's hilarious, and everybody should go see it. If you like the trailers, you should go see it. If you didn't like the trailers, then this movie is probably not for you. And please do not take your goddamn kids. Be a smart parent and look up a movie before you go see it.
Seriously.
But I give it like a 7.5. It's definitely not for everybody. But if you watch this trailer and you're like, okay, this fucking intrigues me, then you should definitely go see this movie and you're gonna have a lot of fun. It's hilarious.
Oh, sorry, I had to go take care of a potty break. But there was a previous statement on who came up with the story earlier. Evan Goldberg, Seth Rogen, and Jonah Hill created the story. Screenplay was done by Kyle Hunter, Ariel Schaefer, Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg. All these people worked on a lot of films together. You got Goldberg with The End, Pineapple Express, Superbad, The Interview. Yeah. You got Ariel with 50-50, The Night Before the End, Sausage Party. Kyle Hunter with 50-50 The Night Before the End. So, it's the same. It seems to be the same people that have been rocking and rolling with Seth Rogen in the last couple of years. So, no lacking of the jokes and the laughter.
And the raw talent, too. Because I think those guys have some of the best comedic talent right now in Hollywood, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Their movies are some of the hottest damn movies that's come out in a while, and they're fucking hilarious on top of that. As far as the movie goes, I normally sit in my computer chair and watch movies and stuff like that. I grabbed my damn love seat, scooted it over to my damn computer, threw my chair out of the way, turned on the speakers, hit play, and fucking laughed so hard I woke up my kids. I woke up the dog. The cat came over to tell me to shut the fuck up. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like you said, I love how no culture is safe in this. They even got a couple
not at all
getting mentioned. I mean, me myself, I thought it was fucking hilarious. I love the idea. Just the tips, but that's just me. But
that was so crazy,
dude. As soon as he saw that, he fucking texted me. He's just like, "Dude, we touched tips." I'm like, "Whoa, what?" He's like, "Watch the movie." I'm like, "Okay, bro, okay."
Sorry, I didn't mean to cue up my laughter. I couldn't help it. But no, I mean, I can understand the preaching and whatnot that's in it because it's a trend with Hollywood. You gotta bury a little bit of something in there to get something out, So
yeah, which I don't mind. Now it came a little too overt, is what I'm saying. It's like it came a little. I love when they do it in a smart way, which this movie does.
Yeah.
Where you don't even recognize it for most people. It's like almost subconscious. But then they kind of got a little too preachy. That's why I brought it down just a little bit. But even then, it's still an amazingly funny movie.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. And one thing that kind of threw me for the loop was that damn Taco being played by Selma Hayek, and I sat here and I was like,
yes.
I swear to God, that is her. And I watched it with my brother Magic John, his girlfriend Bubbles, and I was like, "Is that who I think that is?" And they're like, "I don't know, dude. I'm watching the same movie you are." I'm like, "Fuck off, never mind." But love the movie. I give it solid 8.5 just for the pure fact that I like food. I like to laugh. I like to eat snacks while I'm in the middle of watching a movie about food and laughing. So, it was a win-win for me. Fuck, I mean, I'm happy as shit.
I will say, this made me say sorry to my hot dog right before I ate it.
You monster.
I'm like, sorry, bro, but you gotta go. You're too yummy.
It's okay. I was eating popcorn, Chex Mix. I think I had a hot dog. I even think I almost wanted nachos by the end. Anyway.
Yeah, it tries to make you not want to eat food, but at the same time, it makes you hungry for it.
Look, I almost went into the kitchen and got baby carrots and said, "Nah, you ain't going nowhere. You mine now."
Okay, there, Hannibal.
Shut your dirty mouth. But anyway, no, I thought the movie was great. I mean, I would love to see a sequel of some form, shape, or fashion. But, like you said, it's just purely being talked about and whatnot right now. But I digged it. I thought it was fun. Like I said, it's... Don't take your damn kids to see it. Don't let your kids see it.
To be honest, even with, the ending that they did do, I can't see a sequel.
Well, right now,
just because, like, I honestly think Sausage Party would have been good as just Sausage Party.
Standalone.
Standalone. Like, sure, leave the ending the way you want. Leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever know what happens later. Oh well. Like, there's been tons of movies that have been left like that.
Well, yeah, and that's how movies used to be, but now everybody wants to make a franchise, and there are talks about doing that.
I just don't see it as being that, because I
agree.
I mean, I know Seth Rogen's like a genius when it comes to this stuff, and like, he's really funny, but can you make that same hilarious magic twice without feeling repetitive?
True. Exactly. And even then, some of the jokes got a little repetitive. Like, yes, it's shocking to see Fruit cuss like the first 2-3 times, but then, like, after 10 minutes nonstop of the cussing, that joke kind of wore off for me. The rest of the movie, though, was a lot of real smart, funny, different kinds of humor. But that's just, like, you know what I'm saying right there. But yes, Hollywood's are in talk about making a sequel where it'll follow the ending of this movie. If you see it, you'll understand what it is. And kind of go down a Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of loophole, but that's if they do it or not. It's just talks right now.
I thought it was fine. I mean, I thought it was funny. I didn't understand why people decided to take their kids, but because I mean, even I knew before we went and saw it, like long before we went and saw it, that it wasn't going to be for children. But I don't know, like rating wise, I'd give it like an 8.5. I'm very much into crude humor. I don't really think of it as much of as like a religious. I didn't really think of it as much of a religious thing. I kind of thought of it as like a Greek mythology background behind it, because they worship these idols that are going to take them to their so-called, like, if you want to go to the Viking route, like their Valhalla, and it ended up not being that. Like, it ended up turning into something else. But oh, and I just want to say the 72 virgin olive oils was pretty funny.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Him and that bagel going back and forth, the whole movie was awesome. And then at the very end, what happened, that made it all so worth it. Now, we're going to spill it since we've all gave our
No,
reviews.
it did not. No, sir. Sorry, I had to interrupt you there. That was disturbing for me. I'll never look at that.
It paid off. Their relationship paid off at the end. Them hating each other so much, the ending gave us quite the payoff.
Come on, I know.
Alright, now we're going to spoil territory. Since we've all gave our ratings and reviews, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, back away now. What were your guys' favorite scenes? And oh my god, that ending. The massive food orgy. Literally, we say food orgy like we're going to stuff our faces. But boy, they stuffed their faces with wieners, sausages, with bell peppers, whatever you want to put it. And that taco, boy, did she eat out that bun.
My favorite scene? Jesus. I honestly, oh god, which one was it? It's really hard to choose, you know?
There's a lot of good ones.
My favorite is when the woman eats the baby carrots rolling off of the counter.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
You know what my favorite is? My most favorite fucked up moment.
She's eating children!
That was fucked up. My favorite part was when they're about to jump out the window, the two wieners, and the dude gets sliced in half. He's like, he's like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Like, he notices he's like split in half, and he just falls apart trying to talk. And he's like, oh my God, she killed him.
I don't. Oh, man, so for me, I'd probably say, like when after they had split up and God, what's his name? The Seth Rogen's Frank, yeah.
Yeah, Frank
is like heading out to go see the
Firewater?
No, not Firewater. It's the
Black Isle, behind the Frozen Isle.
When he's going to like past the ice area, and he's going to see like the foods, like all the food supplies and stuff.
Yeah. And
they show Meatloaf singing.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was so fucking awesome. I would do anything for love.
I know, right?
But I won't do that.
It's like
with an actual Meatloaf singing it. That was fucking amazing.
Did you guys notice? I've got a couple of Meatloaf albums, and I think they used the original like Meatloaf logo.
Yeah.
On there, I thought that was pretty cool.
That was so awesome. I did not expect that whatsoever.
That was like a little ode to Meatloaf. He's not around anymore, but
yeah.
And then it was awesome that they brought it back for the ending too.
Yeah,
that was funny. Yeah.
Watching Meatloaf kick some ass.
I think the only other one other than that is when they're all like firing toothpicks of bath salts into people's asses. That's about the only other one I can think of.
Touching Tips is your favorite, isn't it, Justin?
Touching.
As he makes dick sucking lips sound.
No, probably not Touching Tips. Can you
You wanna play with my bagel?
Do your thing for breathing real quick?
No.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say they need the sound to know when they're all sitting there and he's like, no, I'm good, I'm baked. When they're fucking sitting around the campfire smoking
that was awesome.
I thought it was pretty fucking
Hold on.
I like it when the Twinkie like puts God into Frank. Yes. He's like, you'll never run back, bye! And he just kisses his cheek all happy-go-lucky, like, oh my God.
Oh, I love the sweet Twinkie. Oh boy, was he sweet.
Like that whole fucking little thing right there where they're in there with Firewater and Grits is there. And it's like, we're the non-perishables. I was like, oh my fucking God, this is
crackers!
Too much right now. Yes, the racist.
Mama, fuck me some crackers! He was racist as fuck.
He destroyed some crackers.
But, that was awful.
I like that. Just for the fact that, his name was fucking Firewater. I think that's what made it more enjoyable for me. Just for that simple fact. I was like, the mild racism there is beautiful. I love it.
Can't have a baseball team called the Indians, but boy, in a fucking comedy, we can have Firewater.
Fuck you for having a football team named the Redskins, but goddamn it, we're getting away with it here.
It just shows the hypocrisy. Just it's bullshit. Let's just have fun with it and let it go. He was awesome. And it was actually, I can't remember the guy's name, but he did the same voice for the tequila, too. As alongside the Firewater.
And that movie taught us one thing, boys and girls. That is...
Tequila is shitty and never... Exactly.
There you go. That's it. Our public service announcement. Put that at the beginning of this fucking segment.
Amen. Oh, and douchebags are really douches.
And they apparently will suck off a juice box to get bigger.
Yeah,
and then put themselves up any kind of hole.
Oh God!
Any orifice is allowed to them.
This MILF dropped her douche on aisle 2. Oh, MILF! Oh, well, thank you.
I really needed that.
That caught me off guard. I was like, oh, really? Seriously?
I was like when she was like, if someone's douche is over there, I have no idea whose it is.
Yeah.
Guys,
and
like,
then
really
she accepts that compliment.
I like how the clerk nonchalantly calls her out too. I'm like, yeah, okay. This MILF's douche.
But then it's like fucking disgusting because then when she gets home, she's like,
I really needed that.
Yeah, digging in her crotch, and then she's like, I could have really used that douche. Like, oh my God.